Yo guys, really quick before the video starts, according to YouTube's analytics, 98% of you that watch my videos aren't subscribed, which is like, what are you doing, bro? Just hit the button. Alright guys, enjoy the video.
Yo, what's going on, ladies and gents? My name is Arbuckle. Welcome back to another video. Today we are once again back on Modern Warfare, and I wanted to share with you guys the best rushing class setup for the FAL assault rifle. This took me a little bit of time to put this build together. Obviously, the FAL isn't one of those very aggressive rushing-based weapons, so finding the right attachments for this was a little tricky. However, I think I've got a class setup for those of you that like to just bum rush spawn every game and want to use the FAL so that you'll be able to do well. So if you guys take a look at the stats that you're going to get with this specific class setup, you guys will see that we get a massive mobility boost. Obviously, we're going to get tremendous aim down sight speed as well as sprint to fire speed with this thing, which is obviously what we want in a rushing class setup. We also get a small boost to accuracy and control, not really that much of a boost to make a difference. We lose a very small amount of range, again, not really enough to make a difference, but overall, I think it's a pretty good rushing class setup for the FAL, and hopefully you guys will be able to do well with this thing. So if you guys take a look at the attachments, we're not going to be using a muzzle. The barrel that we're going to be using is the 13.0 OSW Para. So with this, we're getting aim down sight speed and movement speed. You guys will see compared to the other barrels, this makes it much smaller, and is obviously meant to be more aggressive. You guys can see we get a nice mobility boost here, but improving that ADS speed and movement speed is going to be key. So again, the 13.0 OSW Para. We're not going to be using a laser. I think it's completely unnecessary with a single shot weapon like the FAL, so we don't want to waste an attachment there. The optic that we're using is the Cronin LP945 Mini Reflex. Now, to be completely honest with you guys, when I rush and play really aggressive in Call of Duty, I generally don't use an optic, but the FAL is just one of those weapons where the optic makes a huge difference, at least in my opinion. You can do well with this class without one. If you like the iron sights and think that you don't need to use the optic, I would recommend just taking the optic off and maybe running some extra ammunition or maybe the sleight of hand perk, but I really like having a Mini Reflex on this thing, so if I do get in those situations where even though I'm rushing, I have a medium to long range gunfight, I'm still able to be pretty accurate with it. So the Cronin LP945 Mini Reflex is what we're running here. The stock that we're using is the FSS close quarter stock. So again, obviously this is meant for those aggressive pushes. Aim down sight speed pro, very important, giving us once again another mobility boost. So the FSS close quarter stock. The underbarrel that we're using is the tactical foregrip. So we're using the tactical foregrip to actually improve that control. You guys can see that without the tactical foregrip, we actually lose a lot of control, which sucks with the FAL because it is single shot and the control, the recoil can be pretty crazy. So we want good control. And with this tactical foregrip, we're not only able to give ourselves a small boost to that accuracy and range, but we also get that massive boost to control, which is really important. So that aiming stability pro is going to make a huge difference with this class setup. So again, the tactical foregrip underbarrel. We're not running any extra ammunition. I don't think it's 100% necessary with the FAL. This thing is very deadly anyways, and there's not really going to be a situation where you need a million bullets. So I think the ammo in this gun is going to suffice. And last but not least, the rear grip that we're using is stippled grip tape. So this is probably the most important attachment, pretty much for any weapon when you're playing aggressive. More aim down sight speed as well as that sprint to fire speed. So if you are running around a corner or through a doorway, getting that weapon up and shooting first is going to help you win a lot more of those gunfights, giving us one last mobility boost. But I'll give you guys one last look at all the stats and attachments that come with this specific class setup. A really fun FAL class setup to run and gun with. If you guys have any questions or anything else to add about this specific class setup, please make sure to leave a comment down below and I'll be sure to try to help some of you guys out. But I really hope you guys did enjoy this video. Please make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see all you guys in the next video.